morning, guys. It is around 4:45 in the morning. We're back in the beautiful state of Nebraska, and today we're going to a lake that I've personally never fished before. None of the people with me, neither me, Caleb, or Reid, have fished this lake before. You know, Nebraska bass fishing tends to be quite lackluster. The fish aren't as big, there's not as many of them. You know, size and quantity, just we're lacking in that area. So today, we're gonna go hit the water. We got the boat all rigged up in hopes of catching some fish and show you guys the reality of Nebraska bass fishing. Let's do it. Good morning, guys. We're here out on the water. It's about 6:30 in the morning, and this is just the start of Nebraska bass fishing. The water is about, I'd say, 2 or 3 feet lower than it usually is, and there's not even a dock to get on the boat. So we're gonna have a tough time getting in the water here, but we're gonna get her done. I mean, it looks beautiful right now. Lots of weeds, so we're gonna be throwing top waters, frogs. Let's get out there, get onto it. Made it on the water, safe and sound. So now we're gonna get some frogs tied on and then time to catch some fish. All right, boys, first lure of the day. We got the 6 cents buzzgill right here. We're just gonna throw it in these weeds. Try to hopefully get a blow up. We're seeing some fish blow up right now, so it's a good sign. Still early in the morning, so should be able to get on some fish. There's not weeds here. I mean, there's at least 3 feet of nothing, so you could throw above the weeds with maybe a chatter donkey. Yeah. Oh, I saw a big blow up down there. Oh my God, something getting smacked over there. Do you see that? Bro, I'm not even seeing like bait fish in here.
Oh! I don't hate that, I just don't like it. You have no feel.
Bro, we're probably the only person.
Oh!
All right, so we spent about maybe 2 hours, hour and a half here. Fished like the corner, fished these deep channels, went to the back, tried to fish for over by the logs. Threw top waters mostly, couldn't get anything. Can't really throw anything other than a top water because there's so many weeds in this lake. We did actually see like a 3-pounder on a bed back in the corner. Other than that, we couldn't see anything. So it makes me think that these fish are still spawning. So we might come back in like maybe 2 weeks and throw a frog, because theoretically they won't be spawning by then, and then they'll be able to hit top waters. There's another lake about 10 minutes to the east that we're gonna hit real quick, because if the fish are bedding here, they're gonna be bedding there. So maybe catch some bedding fish, we'll see. But let's hope that number one, the water level is fine, and number two, there's no weeds, so we can actually fish for them on beds. But let's trailer the boat, haul it over there, and then go get on some fish. So let's go. Water levels are pretty low here as well. The end of the boat ramp isn't even in the water. If you look right here, you can see the dark line is where the water is supposed to be. It's like almost a 4-foot difference, which is pretty bad. Once again, we're gonna have to do some finagling to get the boat in the water, but we can make it work, I think. hopefully get on some fish. So let's get to it. Hey! There goes my flip-flops. All right, boys, we have made it on the water. It took us a little bit. We had to get in about knee deep into some mud, but we've made it. We're in about 10 feet of water here. We're just throwing some swim baits. He's throwing a swim jig, I'm throwing like a paddle tail swim bait. We're just gonna work along this bank right here, turn around, work along that bank, and then Reid just bird's nested. So we'll hopefully we can catch fish. Well, guys, you know, this isn't necessarily ideal. 2 lakes, 0 fish, 0 bites, and an extremely dirty boat and truck. So it's kind of unfortunate. I mean, that's like how it goes here. Water levels were so low, like 4 to 5 feet low. Weeds are everywhere. It's just, you know, kind of how it goes here in Nebraska. But I think we're gonna head back to the house, drop the boat off, clean it, and then we're gonna hit up a couple ponds, see if we can get on some fish there. So see you guys back at the house. All right, so we've ditched the boat. We pulled it back to the house, and now we got the rods in the car. We got a backpack full of stuff. We're gonna go pond hopping. I got the goon platoon behind me right now. It's about a 10-minute drive to this pond. We're gonna fish this for a little bit. There's big fish in here that we know of, so hopefully we can get on them. But yeah, you know, it's just gotta see. So see you guys when we get there. We've just made it to the pond. We got 2 rods, a little swim bait, Texas rig for a creature presentation. We're gonna spend about 30-ish minutes here. Hope to get on some good fish, so let's do it. Well, unfortunately, we caught 0 fish today. Sometimes that's just how it is. You know, you go out there and you put an entire day's worth of fishing into, you know, a single lake, a single pond, you know, any certain body of water. You throw multiple different things at them. You're seeing the fish, you know, they're not eating or whatever. It sucks, but it happens. It happens a lot more than you guys think. You might think that I go out there, you know, I catch fish all the time and just like start hammering fish because that's all you guys see. You only see the parts where I catch fish. But there's also the parts where you're grinding to catch fish, where you're not getting those bites, stuff like that. And you know, that's why I preach fishing the journey and not the catch. Even though we didn't catch any fish today, I still had fun. You know, it was a good time getting up early, watching the sunrise, putting the boat in the water, seeing the fog come off the water, seeing the fish, the journey itself. Everywhere that we went today, every bait that we tried, I think that's more important than the catch itself, because that's what you're going to remember. You're going to remember the day and the effort that you put into it, and not just that single catch. Unfortunately, we couldn't get on them today. That's just how it goes. But we will definitely be doing some grinding in the future and getting on some bigger fish and some more fish. That's going to wrap it up for this episode. Catch you guys for the next one. As always, fish the journey, not the catch. Peace out.